This is the Aprilia RS660 Factory, an A2 legal middleweight that does not ride like a beginner bike. In this review, I'll take you through the specs, the ride, and why this Italian beauty is allowed to have a bit of an attitude. The Aprilia RS660 Factory is sportier and more track ready than the normal RS660 brother. So what do you get with the RS660 Factory opposed to the standard RS660? Fully adjustable Öhlins suspension, front and rear, an extra lightweight lithium battery, all kinds of race gimmicks such as launch control and fully adjustable race modes. And last but not least, the special factory color scheme that screams, "Take me to the track." But quickly, let's talk numbers. The engine is in a 659cc parallel twin, which is liquid cooled with 4 valves per cylinder and ride-by-wire. It has 105 bare horsepower or 77.2 kilowatts at 10,400 rounds per minute. It also has a nice amount of torque, 70 newton meters at 8,400 RPM. It also has the standard Aprilia quick shifter and blipper on here. The curb weight of this motorcycle is about 183 kilograms. And then the seat height is 820 millimeters high. The fuel tank capacity is about 15 liters. And they say the fuel consumption is about 5 liters on 100 kilometers. Of course, that's depending on how you use the throttle. A few tag highlights on this motorcycle are of course the 5-inch TFT display, the cruise control, cornering ABS, traction control, wheelie control, launch control, the 5 riding modes and adjustable everything basically. This thing is fully loaded to the brim. So then, what was my personal experience riding the RS660 Factory? First of all, the RS660 Factory does not feel like your average middleweight motorcycle. It looks and rides like a serious superbike, except that you get maybe a little bit less power. And yet you can get it in an A2 restricted version. Kinda wild. That's a huge plus for ambitious new riders. But the size and the stance of this motorcycle also might be a little bit intimidating to newer or shorter riders. It's basically not the most beginner friendly, to my opinion, when it comes to low speed handling or getting to a stop at a traffic light. But there's a lot that I loved about this motorcycle, so what are my pros? For me, it handles like a dream. No matter if you're riding in traffic in the city or you're taking over the throttle on a twisty road somewhere, it corners very sharp and does as it's told. And yes, I also already mentioned this shortly, but cruise control on a middleweight motorcycle, it really shows that Aprilia has listened to their user and has taken note that when you buy this motorcycle, you don't just want to take it on a sporty ride or to track, you also want to show it off at your workplace. A fully adjustable suspension, customizable modes with everything in there that you can dream of is crazy to me, again, on a middleweight motorcycle. This just makes it incredibly versatile. And just because of that, it is track ready out of the box. There are not a lot of adjustments needed to make it track ready. And let's not just brush over this. The sound, chef's kiss. People literally snap their necks when you ride by. But of course, with all those beautiful things, it's not flawless. There are always points of improvement. First thing there is that there's no auto cancel on your turn signals. For a motorcycle that's so full of options and has everything on here that you can dream of, that was just the one thing that I was missing when I was riding around. And then there's the quick shifter. It works fine. And at Aprilia, they also already gave me a little heads up as to I shouldn't be using it when I was in low RPMs. This motorcycle asks you to be in a race stance if you want to use the quick shifter. Understandable if you're gonna take it to track, and that would be perfect for that, but for all day riding where this motorcycle will get most of its charm. It could do with a little bit of adjusting to make that a little bit more friendly. This motorcycle has a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to that. Once you get in the rhythm, it works, but for chill urban riding, you better just use the clutch. So finally, the Aprilia RS660 Factory is a feisty Italian, like one that you can find in a Calvin Klein model agency with a six-pack. A little bit of an attitude, sure, but we'll gladly take it if this is what you're getting for it. That's all, folks. Did you enjoy this review? Hit subscribe if you're new here and want to see more review videos or just my daily shenanigans. And tell me in the comments, would you take this Italian beast home? See you in the next one, Bike FM. Ride safe. Love ya. Bye.